Hi everyone, it's Nolan. Hope everyone's had a great weekend, and just dropping this out to you before the market reopens for a new trading week. Some charts that are on our watch list for this week and that we've sent out to our members in our watch list document that we send out twice a week on Sundays and Wednesdays. If you're interested in getting that watch list document, then you can drop a message in the comments and we can let you know about that a little bit further. Yeah, dollar index, very strong market. We are actually, potentially looking at this coming to test 120. Back in 2001, 2002, we saw highs of 120, and that's where we could be pushing back to on this. Weekly, there's very nice cyclicity, just bouncing off that 8 exponential moving average, I should say. Here. Beautiful hammer candle. Not last week, the week before. We've broken and closed above that hammer candle now, so expecting further upside. So yeah, keep trading that dollar strength is what we're going to be telling our members, unless of course we see something to prove us wrong. All we're seeing is higher highs, higher lows. There's the daily trend at the moment. Potentially that's going to be it. Yeah, we're just going to have that as a little false break. So yeah, watch for continued dollar strength this week against the USD pairs. One of those USD pairs, US dollar yen. Now we could see a little bit of Japanese yen strength. Now we might see this pull back and then look for further upside. The reason I think that, now often we say in trading, trade what you see, not what you think. But I'm just looking at the weekly here. Look, we had a beautiful impulse. 3 weeks of correction into that 8 moving average, and another impulse, a little bit of a deeper correction there, and then impulse. So it would kind of stand to reason technically that we may see a correction, a weekly correction on this, which may last. If it's anything like the last few corrections, it may last 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks potentially. So look out for that. What I would say is, if you're going to be trading long on US dollar yen, might just be worth doing it on a 1 hour time frame, smaller time frame as it were, looking for price to maybe pull back into a level a retest of a broken level, or pull back into a moving average and then moving away, trading morning star patterns, bullish engulfing candles, hammer candles, something like that. So I think intraday only on dollar yen, because on the weekly it is looking a little bit overbought, and I would predict some pullback. Now the US dollar is strong, so maybe that would be more to do with yen strength than anything else. So just be aware about that. Dollar yen longs on a smaller time frame, because we may be due a weekly correction, and if that happens, then boom, be all over that when the next impulse begins. Euro Aussie, a nice chart here, because we actually closed above our resistance, weekly resistance, at 154. Here you can see it acted as resistance there, support, real solid close above there with the Aussie dollar weakness that we are seeing. So ideal technical trade to look for now is for price to pull back into this zone, maybe come and test 154 again. Set alerts on TradingView here. You can literally go right click, left click, and it will set an alert for you. I'm just going to do that myself. Potential support. Often when a resistance level breaks, it can often become support. So I'm going to be looking for price to come back into this zone on a smaller time frame, and then look for a buy setup, or for a change of cycle, or for buyers to come in, etc. You could look for a morning star pattern here, maybe on the 4 hour, maybe even as low as the hourly if you wanted to, but a 4 hour morning star pattern there would be a buy setup. So alert set for 154 there, looking for longs on Euro Aussie. One more chart, we'll have a look at Kiwi CAD. Again, you know, the risk currencies, Australian dollar and Kiwi dollar, you know, weak, very, very weak. Look to sell those markets. Now, Kiwi against the CAD. CAD is also a commodity currency, but just like Aussie and Kiwi. But just looking at let's have a little look at the daily here. I'm going to put some moving averages on. Nice little pullback into moving averages, evening star pattern. There was an evening star pattern there, look, but we didn't break the low, so there's no trade. There was another evening star pattern here, which did break the low, and you'd still be in the trade, although it would be negative at the moment, but still running. But we've had another evening star pattern here, evening star pattern in a downtrend. So potentially we could be seeing price push down a little bit further. Where this is going to go to, well, let's have a little look to the left, see if we've got any clues. Not really. I mean, there isn't really an evident part of support point. We can see support, really the major support. We've got these lows here and then all the way down here. So could this market continue to the downside? Yep, it absolutely could. Looking at this market on the monthly, I mean, technically, someone mentioned this on I don't know, someone asked me a question about this the other day, and I said technically it does look like, or I would like to see this 8,000 level tested. I pull back into this level, you can see this was support there, almost came down and touched it there. It would be nice to see that come back into there and sell off, but you know, that just might not happen. Keep looking for sell setups on this market, because that's where the market is going. 4 hour, I'll just show you this. We've got a nice flag here. We've had an impulse down and then a potential bearish flag here. We've actually closed outside of the bearish flag with this candle here, and then we just failed to break below that low on the last 4 hours of trading on Friday. But you know, look for price to continue down as it's broken this bearish flag. Maybe you want to see price close below 77, because you can see on the 4 hour there, that's support really. So maybe you want to just wait a little bit longer and look for a 4 hour close below 77, and that would pave further way, at least to come back and test 76.40. You know, take some money off the table, put your stop to break even, and then potentially further shorts then. All right, guys, so that's a few charts on our watch list. Safe trading, and we will catch you again in the next video. You take care. Bye.